Hi, it's Corey with Creative Roots Art by Corey. Today I am in Tricks and Treats of Fall with a Common Canvas collaboration. The playlist is in my description. Please be sure to subscribe to all of us and you will be seeing much more fun. So here we are. I use acrylic paints and this is on a breadboard. It's actually double-sided and I am using my favorite color, Thicket. It's an Americana paint, acrylic, and I just love it. So I started right away. I used the white. It's just acrylic paint and it actually was a really good base. So here I am just creating my sweet little scene. So we have these bats and I'm using my my outlining brush. Okay, so it works on little intricate parts. So my bats are adorable and I like to work on the entire subject, or typically I use canvas. This happens to be the breadboard, but I'm just working all over, you can see, and this is my black glitter. I love it. It's Reflections, and it is a black iridescent. I did realize I put a little on before I turned my bats black, so we'll get back to that. So I'm just, like I said, I like to work all over, the canvas or whatever I'm painting on so that we get immediate results. So I'm just doing, I'm trying to keep these leaves as neutral as possible. That's just the feel I'm going with, but I will be adding some folly colors, guys. So I'm using taupe or khaki and white, and I'm just starting, it really is starting to take shape, right? So here I am using a black and a white because I didn't want my bats to be totally black. You wouldn't be able to see them, right? So, so I reapplied that beautiful glitter, and then here I am using my hot glue gun. It's a mini one. It has a really nice point. It makes excellent texture, guys. So I went around it. I did the little veins inside the leaves. So it's just a really fun way to add texture. And that was really the main technique I'm showing you guys today. If you're interested in learning more, I do have paint parties. I sell tutorials. I could do a one-on-one. So my tutorials and the paint parties are $25. Just comment, sign me up if you're interested in a class. I'm not going to be doing the September one, but starting in October, it's the last Friday of every month. And I believe we're doing angels. So just say sign me up and I will get that information to you. On Facebook, I am Creative Roots Art if you'd like to look me up and see what else I do. So here I'm adding our little hint, a little touch of fall, guys, that fall color. We've got orange, red, and yellow, and I typically do not mix. I just simply put my paintbrush in each one and it's a surprise as it goes on. And the colors, again, it is acrylic. It's just a bright red, bright yellow, and a bright orange. And I mean, it's not really specific to any brand. So here I am. I'm just building it up, and see how I did the white first? It helps to be able to see that color immediately. It's just a really nice base. So I always choose the light colors to be underneath. So here I am just doing some little detailing, trying to make it look like an actual jack-o'-lantern, right? The black is that hollow, the orange, you can see inside the pumpkin, right? So I am using my favorite tool, this little palette knife. We're going to transition here. Okay, so here we are. I'm just doing basically the second step. Second step, I like to do like sittings. Normally I leave it and come back, and that's what I did in this case, just to let it dry a little bit. So, from here on out, we are just building this up. Detail matters, right? So I love detail. And I'm using that palette knife. And I didn't really do a scratch technique. I do that also. But here I'm just, we're just highlighting where the natural light would hit a pumpkin, right? Would hit something that's bright. I mean round, sorry. I'm making it bright. So I'm, going kind of with the flow of the pumpkin, the shape. That way it really does start making it look like it's actually round, right? So this is really just some great details. Now what I did realize is the hot glue I was using was some I had gotten from the Dollar Tree, and it's not good. It's not a good glue, guys. Gorilla Glue is the best. So you will see me pulling, I believe I do that in this part, pulling that glue back off because it just didn't really stay. But at least you guys got the gist of it, the idea. When you outline like that, I mean, it really does make a good texture. I'm all about the texture. I love texture painting. I use many, many, many different medias for that. So, and that's something that we will learn in the class. My students are thoroughly enjoying it, and I am too. I just need to take the month of September off. I have a lot going on, but starting back up the last Friday in October, we will be, I believe we're doing angels. But I also have my August one that is, that was a pumpkin. So if you're interested in that tutorial, just let me know. So I'm just building up. See how I made the tips? I love that. If you put water and just add your color to the top of the paintbrush. I mean, this paintbrush has maybe 10 little bristles on it. I seasoned it. So you can see I can drag out the ends of the leaves. I love that look. I just love how it looks so pointy, and it really creates a nice flow, right? So I am using my favorite brown, which is burnt umber. Now there is quite a few different burnt umbers, depending on the brand. I do like the, I think it's the Deco Art or the Americana. That seems to be my favorite. It's the perfect color. Now like I said, there are many burnt umbers, but they aren't all treated equally. I like the Americana one. It has an orange and red tone to it, and I just like the color. I just like using that. I typically use it with the black. Like I said, my technique is I just dip into the black and the brown. When you put it on the surface, it comes out, some of it's brown and some of it's black. So other burnt umbers have a little bit of a darker tone, and it kind of blends in with the black. So that's why I use that. And here I am creating those little veins. I believe that's what they're called in the leaves. So, and that is a little bit of a scratch technique right there. So you want the palette knife to have that little point at the top, and I mean, it can act like your paintbrush. I even put it in water too. Oh, here I am pulling off that hot glue because I realized it did not stick. But check out one of these leaves, how cool it is. If I can get it off. Yes, I think it's right here. It reminds me of you could do a stained glass window look with that. You could just take the glue. Now they do make a clear glue, which, yeah, right there. Isn't that cool? I don't know. That's just the creative in me. I think that would be really cool. Or make some kind of cling. But it didn't stay on for this project. But at least you guys saw, and I showed you that is a technique that's pretty cool. You can paint right over it too if it adheres. So get your your Gorilla Glue, and give it a try. I'd love to hear how it worked for your projects.